Poetry Out Loud Assembly. I, if you don't know me, Neil, I'll be your master of ceremonies this morning. We will be hearing from 12 contestants today. The school champion and an alternate will advance to the regional semifinal competition in March, and from there perhaps move on to state and national competitions. Now we will begin with our first contestant, Jack. Here.
Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight and learned too late they breathed it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men, near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
Now we have Catherine Kitt.
The Destruction of Sennacherib by Lord Byron, otherwise known as George Ward. The Assyrian came down like the wolf on the fold, and his cohorts were gleaming in purple and gold. And the sheen of their spears was like stars on the sea when the blue wave was nightly on deep Galilee. Like the leaves of the forest when summer is green, that host with their banners at sunset were seen. Like the leaves of the forest when autumn hath blown, that host on the morrow lay withered and strown. For the angel of death spread his wings on the blast and breathed in the face of the foe as he passed. And the eyes of the sleepers waxed deadly and chill. And their hearts, both once heaved and forever grew still. And there lay the steed, his nostril wide, but through it they rolled, not the breath of his pride. And foam of his gasping, and white on the turf, as cold as the spray of the rock beating surf. And there lay the rider, distorted and pale, with the dew on his brow and the rust on his mail. And the tongues were all silent. The banners alone, the lances unlifted, the trumpet unblown. For the witches of Ashur are loud in their wail, and the idols were broke in the temple of Baal. And the might of the Gentile, unsmoked by the sword, hath melted like snow in the glance of the Lord.
Up next we have Sarah Wilson.
Bird by Maya Angelou. A free bird leaps on the back of the waves and floats downstream to the current ends and dips his wings in the orange northern sun's rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another reason, the trade wind soft through the sighing trees, and the fat roads waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
Up next is Brittany Norman.
The Lambert and the Greg. It was a picture I had after the war. A bombed English church. I was too young to know the word English or war, but I knew the picture. The ruined city still seemed noble. The cathedral, its roof blown off, was not less godly. The church was the same, plus rain and sky. Birds flew in and out of the holes God's fists made in the walls. All our desire for love or children is treated like rags by the enemy. I knew so much and sang anyway. Like a bird who will sing until it is brought down. When they take away the trees, the child picks up a stick and says, "This is a tree, and this the house," and the family, as we might, through a door of what had been a house, into the field of rubble walks a single lamb, tilting its head, curious, unafraid, hungry. Thank you.
Up next, we have Samantha Muscat.
Beautiful Wreckage by W.D. Earhart. What if I didn't shoot the old lady, running away from our patrol, or the man in the back of the head, or the boy in the marketplace? Or what if the boy, but he didn't have a grenade, and the woman in hue didn't lie in the rain in a mortar pit with 7 Marines just for food? Gaffney didn't get hit in the knee. Ames didn't die in the river. Ski didn't die in the medevac chopper between Cantien and Da Nang. In Vietnamese, Cantien means place of angels. What if it really was? Instead of a place of rotting sandbags, incoming heavy artillery, rats, and mud. What if the angels were Ames and Ski? Or the lady, the man, and the boy? And they lifted Gaffney out of the mud and healed his shattered knee. What if none of it happened the way I said? Would it all be alive? Would the wreckage be suddenly beautiful? Would the dead rise up and walk?
Up next is Madeline Pearson.
Snow Day by Billie Holiday. Today we woke up to a revolution of snow, its white flag waving over everything. The landscape vanished, not a single mouse to punctuate the blankets. And beyond these windows, the government buildings smothered, the schools and libraries buried, the post office lost under this noiseless drift. The paths of trains softly walked, the world falling under this fog. In a while, I will put on some boots and step out like someone walking in one, and the dog will pull us through the waves, and I will shake a laden branch, sending a cold shower down on us both. But for now, I'm a willing prisoner in this house, a sympathizer with the anarchic cause of snow. I will make a pot of tea, listen to the plastic radio on the counter, as glad as anyone to hear the news that the Kitty Corner School is closed, the Ding Dong School closed, the On the Board Children's School closed, the High Home Nursery School, all closed. Along with, some will be delighted to hear, the Toadstool School, the Little School, Little Sparrows Nursery School, Little Stars Preschool, Peas and Carrots Day School, the Tom Thumb Child Center, all closed. And clap your hands, the peanuts play school. So this is where the children hide all day. These are the nests where they letter and draw, where they put on their bright miniature jackets, all darting, climbing, and sliding, all but a few girls whispering about the fence. And now I'm listening hard on the grandiose silence of the snow, trying to hear what those three girls are plotting, what ride is afoot, what small queen is about to be brought down.
Frankie Berry, the Terradel, everybody.
Sestina Life by A.E. Stallings with a nod to Joe Winter. Now we're all friends. There is no love, but life. A semi-demi-goddess. Something like a reality TV star lookalike named Simile, or Me Too. So we like in order to be liked. It isn't like there's love or hate now. Even plain dislike is frowned on. There's no button for it. Like is something you can quantify. Each like you gather is almost something money-like. Token of virtual support. Please like this page to stamp out hunger. And you would like to end hunger and climate change alike. It's unlikely like does diddly. Like just twiddles its unopposing thumbs ups. Likewise, props up scarecrow silences. I'm like, so over him. I over him. But like, doesn't get it. Like, you know? He's like, it's all okay. Like, I don't even like him anymore. Whatever. I'm all like, take life out of our chat. We'd all like flounder, agape, gesticulating like a foreign film sans subtitles, fall like dumb phones to mooted destitute. Unlike with other crutches, when we use like, we're not just buying time or credit. Like displaces other words, crowds, cuckoo-like, endangered hatchlings from the nest. Click like if you're against extinction. Like is like invasive zebra mussels, or it's like those nutrient things, or kudzu, or the like redundant fast food franchises, each like more like the next. Those poets who dislike inversions, archaisms, who just like plain English as she spoke. Why isn't like there, literally, every other word? I'd like us just to admit that's what real speech is like. But as you like, my friend, yes, we're alike. How we pronounce say, liken, and dislike answer war. So like this page. Click like.
Up next is Alana Zhao, and I'd just like to say the poem she's performing is one of my personal favorites.
Alone by actor Adam Cole. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring, from the same source. I have not taken my sorrow. I have not awakened my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth and good and ill. The mystery which binds me still. From the torrent of the fountain, from the rattling of the mountain, from the sound that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold. From the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying back, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view.
Up next, we have Isaias de los Santos.
The Coming of the Plague by Weldon Keys. September was when it began. Locusts dying in the fields, our dogs silent, moving like shadows on a wall. And strange worms crawling, flies of a kind we had never seen before, huge vineyard moths. Badgers and snakes abandoning their holes in the fields, the fruits gone rotten, queer fungi sprouting, the fields and woods covered with spider webs, black vapors rising from the earth, all these and more began that fall. Ravens flew round the hospital in pairs. Where there was water, we could hear the sound of beating clothes all through the night. We could not count all the miscarriages, the quarrels, the jealousies, and one day, in a field, I saw a swarm of frogs, swollen, hideous, hundreds upon hundreds, huddled together, silent, ominous, and heard the sound of rushing wind.
Next, we have Sam Carberry performing a poem entitled Sugar Dada.
Sugar Dada by J. Allen Rosser. Go home. It's never what you think it is. The kiss, the diamond, the slam dance pulse in the wrist. Nothing is true, my dear. Not even this rumor of passion you'll doubtless insist on perceiving in my glance, so please just go. Home is never what you think it is. Meaning lies in meaning's absence. The mist is always almost just about to lift. Nothing is truer. Dear, not even this candle can explain its searing twist of flame mounted on cool amethyst. So go on home. Not where you think it is, but where you expect its comfort least. In the still black stars, our century will missee. Nothingness is not as true as this. Faith we grind up with denial, grist for the midnight mill, our morning's catalyst. Come, let's go home. Wherever you think it is. Nothing is true, my dear. Not even this.
And now we have Damien.
Broken Promises by David Kirsten. I have met them in dark alleys, limbless and wondering. I have seen them playing cards under a single light bulb and tried to join in, but they refused me rudely, knowing I would only let them win. I have seen them in the foyers of theaters, coming back late from the interval, long after the others have taken their seats, and in deserted shopping malls late at night, peering at things that they can never buy. And I have found them wandering in a wood where I too have wandered. This morning, I caught one, small and stupid, too slow to get away. It was only a promise I had made to myself once, and I forgot. But it screamed and kicked at me, and ran to join the others. When I drew near them, they looked at me with reproach, and they scurried away, even though they were seeking my yard tonight. I hate them for their ingratitude. I, who kept countless promises, as dead now as Shakespeare's children. You bastards, I screamed. You have to love me. I gave you life.
And now a performance by Frog Pig.
Beautiful Wreckage by W.G. Earhart. What if I didn't shoot the old lady running away from our patrol, or the old man back in the head, or the boy in the marketplace? Or what if the boy, but he didn't have a grenade, and the woman in hue didn't lie in the rain in a mortar pit, with 7 Marines just for food? Gaffney get hit in the knee, Ames and died in the river, skied and died and met that chopper between Con Tieng and Da Nang. In Vietnamese, Con Tieng means place of angels. What if it really was? instead of the place of rotting sandbags, incoming heavy artillery, rats, and mud? What if the angels were Ames and Ski, or the lady, the man, and the boy? And they lifted Gaffney out of the mud and healed his shattered knee. What if none of it happened the way I said? Would it all be a lie? Would the wreckage be suddenly beautiful? Would the dead rise up and walk?
Hannah, who represented us last year in the competition.
I am smoking. I am black. I am swinging in the sky. I am bringing worlds awry. I am the thought of the throbbing mills. I am the soul of the soul toil kills, wraith of the ripple of trading rills. Up. I am curling from the sod. I am whirling home to God. I am the smoking. I am black. I am the smoking. I am black. I am breathing broken hearts. I am sheathing love's light darts. Inspiration of iron times, wetting the toiling climbs, shedding the blood of bloodless crimes. Lurid lowering mid the blue, towering toward the true. I am the smoking. I am black. I am the smoking. I am black. I am darkening with song. I am hearkening to wrong. I will be black as blackness can. The blacker the mantle, the mightier the man. For blackness was ancient ere whiteness began. I am daubing God in night. I am swabbing hell in white. I am the smoking. I am black. I am the smoking. I am black. I am cursing ruddy morn. I am cursing hearts unborn. Souls unto me are as stars in a night. I whiten my black men. I blacken my white. What's the hue of high to a man his might? Pale, great gritty, grimy hands, sweet Christ pity, toiling.